Hello, I wanted to have a little chat. So the Kickstarter has gone wild. As of today, I think I've got, what day is it? It's Wednesday and it ends on Sunday. And I thought I was being adventurous by setting out 10 washi tapes, 10 different new designs. And what's happened is the Kickstarter has gone wild. It was completely unexpected. I really thought I was pushing myself kind of to the max by doing 10, and then the Kickstarter reached a fully funding amount of 10 washi designs by the end of the first 24 hours. I think it was 23.5 hours it was funded by, the whole thing. So I didn't expect it to happen, and over the last kind of couple of months I've really been, every spare second I've had, I've been putting the time into designing new washi tapes for this Kickstarter, and I managed to get 10, and I thought, yeah, good going Ellis, you've done 10, that's amazing. Kickstarter blew up and I was like, I best get doing some more, and it's gone over double. It's gone absolutely crazy, and I've somehow, don't know how I've managed to do it, but I've done another 10 washi tapes, so there's now 20 new washi tapes are definitely coming to the shop. I don't really know what to say. I feel like I can't say thank you enough just for having this much like optimism and faith in my small business, and just support for like coming back to work after maternity leave. It's honestly like, I'm a bit emotional about it. I keep feeling very overwhelmed in a good way, and the last couple of weeks have been very much about trying to process all of these emotions about, like, you know, coming back to work again. And I've been really anxious and really scared about coming back to work, and like, I don't know, I don't really know how to word it. I was really worried that my small business would have disintegrated into thin air, and I was really worried that people wouldn't be interested anymore, that they might have even forgotten all about my shop, and that all of the effort that I put in for the 5 years prior to this, prior to having my son, it's been a whole range of emotions, and the kind of thing that when you do admit it to some people, they do assume that, you know, it's not enough just being a parent, or just not enough just having a small business, and that you're never satisfied. And it has been like a difficult thing to admit sometimes, like just through fear of judgment, that I have been scared of like coming back to work, and I've been really anxious. So the response from this Kickstarter has honestly, like, it's transformed me from terrified to really excited about coming back, and yeah, just thank you. So with that, I've been saying to you all I was gonna reopen my shop on the 31st of August. In fact, I think I've said more often that I will open my shop at the end of August. However, what I've been spotting over the last couple of days is Royal Mail are actually going on strike, but I was gonna open my shop on the 31st of August, and that's one of the strike days, and I think there's 2 more in early September. So I just thought to myself, I'm gonna wait just a few more days. What I've actually been doing, I think this is all like happening for a reason anyway, like just, you know, just pushing things back a bit, because the Kickstarter's done so well. I've actually been using all of my, like, it took me a couple of months to find the time to do like 10 initial washi tape designs, and then within a matter of days I've been like, oh god, I need to find 10 more. So it's been very exciting, but also I've not done anything else other than washi tapes. And when I reached design number 20, I thought I need to kind of cut it off now. I need to, you know, I need to have a finish point, and what I've done now is added stickers. So there's going to be lots of like sticker sheets and vinyl stickers to add on to your pledge. I don't know what I'm telling you now, because by the time this video goes out it will have finished, but at least I can kind of share the thoughts and process as it's happening to me right now anyway. But there's notepads to add on, there's stickers, there's like individual vinyl stickers, like big chunky boys. And yeah, that's how I've kind of extended the campaign to be like an entire stationery collection. I don't know at the minute, well, I've really got an itchy finger. I don't know if at the minute whether I'll have a chance to do bookmarks as well, but that's something else I wanted to add on to the campaign. I've been emailing a manufacturer this morning about something completely different, something brand new for my shop. But yeah, every spare moment I've had has been doing Kickstarter stuff, and I've not had chance to photograph anything for my shop. I've not had chance to, all of the new stuff that is, I've not had chance to varnish any of the original pieces. There's not many of those either. I wanted there to be more, but there isn't. I mean, you can't have everything. That went without saying before having a baby, and now that I have a baby to take care of as well, I'm like, right, Ellis, you can't have everything. Just keep your expectations, you know. Count your blessings, remain modest. Like, you can't do everything. You can do anything, but not everything. So I just thought, just push the date back. Don't stress trying to get things photographed. Everything's going well, and yeah, I know that you guys as well wouldn't want me to do that and wouldn't want me to rush and stress and feel anxious. And you know what, it's just an extra few days. It's an extra few days just to do some prep. I've been that busy, I haven't even ordered more zips, and I really want to bring like more froggy fabric out. I only ordered a small sample of that, and when it arrived I was like, oh, need more frogs. So yeah, that's just the chatty update. But thank you. I never expected this. There's been many times just between you and me I've felt a bit out of my depth, and I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I sat up for 10 and now there's 20 and I don't know what I'm doing. I think it just feels scary because it's like processing an order is something I've not done for months. And now I'm like, how do I do that? And it's all going to come back to me. It's going to be like riding a bike. But at the same time I'm like, So I don't know if you saw in the background, but I finally have some shelves. Thank you to my daddy for going to fetch these for me. They just wouldn't fit in my car, they're a bit long, but it's really improved the space in here because we're obviously stacking things up now. Everything was on the floor. By the way, the biggest spider ran out the other day, and usually I don't mind. I'm just like, okay, crack on, but this one was literally the size of a saucer and faster than a sea biscuit. I am not even kidding. So I was sat with my legs up on my chair because I couldn't catch it to go and move him somewhere else. He was just... Anyway, I wanted to show you something because what I'm going to do is pop some labels on all of these. I'm forever forgetting what's in which box. I've just popped some acrylic paint in this one, but so I don't forget, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Look how cute this is. The lovely people over at Phomemo have sent me another little printer. This one though is their teeny tiny. It is the cutest, and it's also designed like an envelope. Can't quite get over that. It's so cute. But it's another little thermal printer, and what they've also sent is some different coloured rolls of thermal paper. So I thought I'd show you them and also make some labels for the studio. There's plain white in there, which, you know, can be used for anything. And what other colours have we got? I think I've got some pastels which I haven't tried yet, so I've not opened all of them. That one is glittery. Can you see it? It's silver. Now I have had a mess about with the gold and it's stunning, but it's the kind of thing that I'm like, oh my god, it's so pretty. I don't want to use it, but I know I've got to. I'll just show you the other colours and then I will print something off for you. And this one's blue. Look, it's really subtle as well, which I kind of like. It's not like really bright garish colours. Oh wow, I love this one. This one's like a minty bluey green. Beautiful. And then no pastel set is complete in my opinion without pink. This is really lovely and peachy. Right, let's turn it on. So it works off Bluetooth, and then you can go to the Phomemo app and connect it, which is really simple. It's all done through Bluetooth, and you can choose the model of printer that you have. Then you click on print images, and photo editing is where I go. So I actually did this at the new Rabbit. I simplified it and thought I would try and, you know, turn it into a bit of a round sticker for packaging. This was when I was messing about with all of the different papers and things. I have already done gold. This one has been sat on my desk waiting to go into my journal because I just wanted a sample of a sticker to go in my journal. But look how shiny that is, and it's all done to thermal, so there's no ink, there's no cartridges that you have to throw away at the end of it. Look at that shine. So I thought we could try and do a green one, and I can show you how easy it is to load the paper and just very quickly print off a sticker. Okay, so I've turned it off, and what you do is this button down here, slide that and then just lift it out like like this. It's on like this kind of spool, you can see that. Classic camera, doesn't want to focus, but one of the ends just pops off like this if you take your roll off. The thing I struggle the most with is letting the roll of paper just unravel. I had that happen with the gold one and I was in a bit of a pickle. But you just pop that back on the end, grab hold of the end, pop it back in. Line it up so that it's nice and straight, and then just pop the lid back down and you're good to go. Let's turn it back on again. You can adjust the brightness and the contrast and various things like that, but I'm just going to go ahead and send it to the printer. Print preview and print. Look how cute! I do cut around mine because they're circular designs, and these are obviously rolls of like rectangular shaped paper, but there's no reason why you couldn't just cut round them. I think I'm going to use this printer mainly for journaling so that I can print off little images and things, but also just when I want to pop in some little magical stickers into shop orders. These are really fun, and I've never made like metallic-y sort of stickers before, so keep an eye out, there might be one hidden in your parcel. But yeah, there's loads and loads of different papers, there's lots of different colours, lots of different finishes. You can also get transparent ones too. So one of the things that I love the most about this printer is that it can also print photos. So I was in the woods the other day with my son, so I just put my phone on self-timer and just went for it just to see if I could capture any photos of us together. And it's what I love the most is that I can just print these off really quickly and add like a really scrapbooky effect to my journal. So I'm just going to print this off. Obviously it is black and white because there's no ink in here and it's all done via thermal, but if we just press print you'll see it come out. So I thought I'd try the silver glitter one of these, like a metallic-y. Can you see the, oh it's so pretty, but it just adds like almost like a Polaroid sort of feel. I try and journal every single day and I add things like washi and photos and all sorts of scrap bits and pieces from my day, or just stuff that I want to like remind myself of the day with. I've got some post and my new fox puppet, I say mine, it's for my son, but I found this on Vinted. It's by the Puppet Company and they make the best puppets ever. Look at his tail, oh my goodness. I've always wanted the fox one, but before having my son I could never really justify it. My husband bought me the otter years ago just because I found the otter so funny. I'll go get Otter. Here is Otter! Dee dee dee. If you've been watching my Instagram stories you may have Otter has made an appearance and he loves it. He loves going on Instagram stories, don't you? So I wanted to be able to, you know, do like a bit of a show for my son, and I thought I'd get on Vinted and see if anyone was, you know, trying to rehome one of their old puppets, and I found this one, and he was looking for a new home, and now they can be friends. That's nice. Thanks guys. I'm such a loser, but this is the life I live now. I am having puppet shows with my son. So yeah, if you're looking for, you know, anything really, I've found so many things on Vinted, but this has to be one of the best things I've ever bought. So thank you for coming to live with us, Mr. Fox. So just for this last bit of the video, I wanted to show you this painting that I started earlier this week and kind of feel like it's finished, but I'm really not sure. I went on an entire journey with this piece. I wasn't sure what medium to do it in, so in the end I did a bit of everything. It was a bit of a mixed media jumble. It's watercolour, it's gouache, it's pencil. I think I even went in there at one point with a pen, I'm not entirely sure. But it's actually a headstone, one of my favourite headstones from one of the cemeteries that I like to visit and just wander around. And it's always caught my eye because it's absolutely covered in ivy. It's super old. It's so old that the text on it is no longer readable. But I always stop by it and wonder who's there. Who is it remembering? Who is it for? And just to kind of capture that headstone, I wanted to do a little bit of painting with it. And I wanted to do sort of like a spooky Halloween piece with it, and I'm always admiring other artists for their painting skills and forever wishing I was better at painting. And the only way that we get better is to practice, and the only way that we allow ourselves to grow is to also produce a bad art. Sometimes you can feel like art is bad and it's not your best work, and it might be clumsy, it might be rushed, it might be so many things that you deem negative and it's not worthy, but somebody else might look at it and think that's not half bad. But it doesn't kind of stop you from feeling like that wasn't your best work. And what I found myself feeling with this particular painting was I was trying to create content. I wasn't doing it for me, I wasn't doing it for fun, I was doing it because I felt like I had social media to maintain. And I think that's why I was getting particularly grumpy with it, because the more it kind of went wrong, and in my eyes, in my opinion anyway, the more I was thinking this is just wasting my time. I'm not getting anything done by doing this. And I've very nearly scrapped all of this material. I was going to do a lovely video talking about just my experiences of walking through the cemetery and why I like to do it, but in the end I was like, oh, it's just that's a bad idea, I'm not going to do it, it's a bad idea for content, it's a bad idea for a video, and it's not a great painting. And there were many times where I was going to not only scrap the footage of me painting this headstone, but there were many times where I just wanted to destroy the painting itself because it was just making me so angry to look at it. But I kept going. I just thought to myself, you know what, you're learning something here. You're messing about with the mediums and seeing how they behave with each other. You're learning a bit about yourself and how to control the mediums, and you're learning how to kind of just be satisfied and not being able to use the undo button, which is something I rely on a lot. I think a lot of us do with our digital art. I too have fallen into the trap of being able to pinch the page, make things bigger, move things around. You know when you sketch something out and think, right, the scale of that isn't quite perfect, but this bit is, and you can cut bits out, reposition it. It's something I rely heavily on, and with traditional you can't really do that. So it's something I'm trying to get a bit looser at and just feel a bit more freedom. As you can see, the placement of this painting on my page isn't perfect, it's not central, but I just tried to go with it just to feel loose. It's not the worst painting I've ever done, but I certainly went on a journey with it where I wasn't satisfied with anything that I did. I wanted to create a painting to then make into a print, and it just wasn't happening. And I think that's sometimes the downfall when you have an online business or you sell your art as, like, you know, you do it for a living. There's this pressure to make something that's sellable so that you're not wasting your time. If your livelihood and your income relies on it, it's like, right, I've got to do this because my livelihood depends on it. But I'm trying to find a little bit of time just to, you know, have that freedom, make bad art, and here we go. Here's the finished painting. As I say, it's not terrible, but it definitely wasn't my strongest. And I just kind of want to make myself accountable as well. And, you know, remember that bad art can be made and it needs to be made in order for us to grow. Anyway, thank you so much for watching everyone. Take care and I will see you all next week.